Well, Hannah's been hard at work laying floors this morning. She's even offered to do extra work on the side on the weekends. You know, a little extra there. But now we're going to tiles. Hannah, this is so great. I think you and everyone there, you guys have been so thorough, and it's been so simple, it almost makes me think that I can do it.
Adam, you really can do it, and Dave's done an amazing job explaining step-by-step what to do. This last one is LVT. This is a different type of tile. Dave, explain the difference between this and the regular ceramic tile.
Basically, it's just a vinyl product, and it's in tile form to where you can go ahead and lay it down, butt it together, which we're going to demonstrate, or you can actually gap it, give it a grout line, and have like an acrylic grout that you would pack in there to make it look like a ceramic tile floor.
More traditional.
Yeah, it's your more traditional look. So.
And these are some of the staples that we're actually going to use to staple down what you have to put this on, because you can't put this on your base floor.
Exactly, and that's one of the differences between ceramic tile and LVT. The prep is a little different. So for us, we're using a sheet of glue on. We cut it down here, and just for time's sake, we actually went and put the glue on it first. You can go ahead and demonstrate how to staple it on.
Right.
Basically, we're just going to staple this on. If you're doing it at home and you've got nails, you can get like ring shank nails. That would work just fine. Just go right down, yep. Just stay right through, yep. And generally, you go with about 2 inches on the perimeter, 4 inches on center in the field. Yeah, that's good. And then maybe hit the edge just a little bit.
And the cool thing about this, you saw me putting this on, it doesn't make your hands sticky. How is that?
Well, it's a pressure-sensitive adhesive. So part of the idea of when you know you're ready to install your floor is that you would trowel it on the floor. It's going to be wet. Once it tacks up to where it doesn't transfer to your hand, you know you're ready to start putting your tile. Yep. And it makes it nice so that way.
And you said yesterday you did a job and it took a while for it to dry.
Conditions took longer than you'd like, but generally about 45 minutes should be a good time stuff.
So next, you want me to start here?
I would start here. We can demonstrate starting here and going towards the door casing.
Okay.
And basically you just take it, and our glue on happens to be on our chalk line just for convenience sake.
Very edge.
Yep, right there. And then just follow the line all the way down. And then once it's in place, basically, yep, that looks good. Yeah, just lay it down and just give it some pressure. Now, normally, we're going to roll the floor when we're done installing them.
And the edge like that doesn't matter?
No, in this case, no, because this was just a random cut just to demonstrate getting to here.
Yeah.
All right. And then the product's easy to cut. You don't need a wet saw like you do with traditional ceramic tile. You know, you take it, just kind of get yourself lined up.
Okay.
And then this represents the door casing. This is the door jamb. And you just kind of do some marks with your pencil to know that this is going to slide underneath there.
That's where you're going to cut.
Yep.
And we actually, what we did to save time on camera, we cut underneath the door. I cut it with a blade. Why? So you could slide the tile underneath.
Yeah, when we're doing an install, you want to make sure that all your cut edges are covered somehow, right? So against the wall, base molding, shoe molding. With doors, if the casing and the jamb are on, then you undercut that so you can slide your material. So my cut edge, which we'll cut right now, the cut edge can go underneath there. And this is simple enough to where you just take a knife. I have a carpet blade in my knife right now. You just kind of follow along, you score it, and then you just snap it apart.
And it'll break.
Yep.
That's pretty amazing.
And then you just want to slide it in place.
That's right under there. Yep. Wow. And this, again, you can choose to grout or not to grout, whichever you prefer.
Grout's going to be a traditional look for sure, right? This is going to be a little bit more contemporary looking, right? Probably a little bit easier to maintain because you don't have to worry about grout joints. Line your corners up, make sure your corners are good. And then once they are, just lay down.
Wow, easy as that, and it looks great and it feels great. The other benefit of this, it's not quite as cold as ceramic tile.
Warmer. Softer foot feel as you're walking on it. So it's a more comfortable product to be on. Ceramic tile is good too, but this definitely has an option for warmer, more comfortable feel underfoot.
Dave, one more tip for people trying to do it themselves, trying to lay a floor themselves. One more tip of advice that you'd give them.
I think process probably is the word I would use, right? Everything has instructions, and the time factor that happens, that it takes to do a floor, if you figure out a process that just works for you to where you constantly are moving, and you think less about the instructions, that'll help you get the floor done faster. So figure out your process, know what's comfortable, your setup. It'll make it more enjoyable for you.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Oh my God, you were so thorough. Such good tips. He's a great guy. See, guys, you can do it yourself. Really, you can do this. It's not that hard.
Thanks, Hannah.